again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. Today, we have got ourselves a gorgeously lovely textured and lacy stitch. This is the Cozy Shells stitch. Absolutely love this, and I think you guys are going to as well. This, I think, would be divine for a baby blanket, just saying. Although, of course, you can make it into whatever it is that you want, whether it is a full-sized throw, afghan, a scarf, a wrap, what have you. And for this particular piece, I used a weight of 3 yarn. This is, I believe, the Baby Bernat blanket type yarn. It's, like I said, it's a weight of 3. Got a lovely pink going on in here. And today we're going to be using the purple colorway. And because it is nice and thin, a weight of 3, going to be using a 5mm size H crochet hook. You can, of course, use whatever works best for you. Because this is textured, I would suggest perhaps using a weight of 3, no more than a weight of 4 yarn. Is it a yarn hog? I really don't think it is. It's much lighter compared to, say, like the basket weave or something like that, or the Bavarian for that matter, because there are some post double crochets, but it's not inundated with the texture. It gives it a nice pop, I think. So we've got the front correct, right side of the piece, and then the back also looks quite nice as well. And so, of course, I'm going to give you the multiples so you can make this whatever size that you want. And, well, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so as always, first things first, the base chain. Now, for this particular stitch, you're going to need a multiple of 7 chains plus an additional 4 chains. Right here, I have 3 multiples of 7, so that's 21 chains, plus an additional 4, so I've got 25 chains here. As always, you can make this as wide or as narrow as you want to, depending upon the size piece that you're going for, but I always suggest make a swatch first. That way you can determine how many multiples of 7 you would need, and then of course add your additional 4 chains, and boom, you are good to go. So get your base chain of a multiple of 7 plus an additional 4. Get that ready, and we shall get into row 1. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so row 1, going to start in with a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And so right now this counts as our second double crochet right here. There we go. So we're starting off with 2 doubles, then skipping 2 chains and into that 3rd one, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles, all into that 1 chain. There we go. 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 more doubles into that same one. There we are. All right, then skipping 2 chains again and into the 3rd, double crochet and double double crochet into this one and into the next chain as well. There we go. Then skipping 2 chains into that 3rd chain, another shell of 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. And 2, and 3. There we go. Chain 1, and 3 more doubles into that same chain. There we go. Skip 2 chains into the third chain, double crochet, and double crochet into the next chain. There we go. Then skip 2 chains and into the next 3 doubles. Chain 1, 3 more doubles into that same chain. Come on. Thank you. And 1 more. And we are just about at the end. So skipping 2 chains, and then in the last 2 chains, double crochet 1 in each. And there you are. And that is the end of row 1. Now, because I only did 3 multiples of 7, well, I've got 3 shells to begin with. And so, if you're going for a certain number of these sort of columns of shells, that is something to keep in mind. At any rate, let's go on to row 2. Okay, row 2. Now, for all intents and purposes, for this particular stitch, 2 chains is going to count as the height of 1 double crochet. 3 chains is going to count as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. Some people, they like to chain up 3 for their first double. Personally, I think that 2 chains looks a lot neater. So act accordingly to your personal preference. So I'm going to chain up 3 for a double crochet and chain 1 space. Okay. Then turn the work into the first stitch, double crochet, there we are. Then chain 1, and around this second double crochet post, we're going to do a back post double crochet. So yarn over and going around the back of the post, like so. Pull up a loop. Also, you want to give some height to this, otherwise the bottom is going to curl. So you want to be liberal with when you're pulling up that loop. Pull up the through and pull it through. There you go. There will be some curling. It's kind of inevitable, but this will help reduce that fact. Okay, so that's our back post. And then into the chain 1 space of our shell, single crochet. There you go. And then we have these 2 double crochets. So back post around that first one. Again, pull up that loop liberally. So back post, there we are. Then chain 1, and in the sort of space in between these 2 doubles that we made, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and then back post around that next double. All right. And right now we're working on the wrong side I hate calling it the wrong side. It's the back side of the piece. It'll look much nicer on the other side. We will get there. At any rate, from here, single crochet into the chain 1 space. And then we've got our 2 doubles again. So it's going to be a back post around that first one. And then we're going to do sort of that V in between the two and then another back post. So yarn over, back post, chain 1, and then in between those 2 doubles, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, and back post. There we go. Okay, single crochet into the next chain 1 space. All right, and then we have these 2 doubles at the very end, back post, run that first one, chain 1, and then into the very last stitch, going to do a double, chain 1, double. So right into the top of that last stitch. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's worth it. Double, chain 1, and double. Ta-da! There you go. All right. So yeah, it's looking a little bit weird at the moment. I will be the first to admit, but as you can see, we did our chaining up of 3, which counts as a double and a chain 1. And then we have our double, and then we have our post stitches. Actually, I'm going to turn it around so you can see better. So we're getting there, and it does sort of pucker a little bit, but it evens itself out as we go. So let's continue on with row 3, shall we? Let's do that. Row 3. All right. Again, we're going to be starting off with a chaining of 3. It's going to count as a double and a chain 1 space. So 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work. Scooting right along. Going to do 2 doubles into this first chain 1 space. That's 1. And 2. All right, and then going to do a front post around the post here and another front post around the post here. Because we're on the front facing side, we're doing front posts as opposed to back posts. So just going around the post itself from the front, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Then going around the next one, just going around the post, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. And there you go. Then from here, that V that we created, going in there, right into that chain 1 space with 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles, 2 doubles, 1, 2, 3 chains, 2 doubles, there we are. Then do the front posts again. this one right here and this one right there. So front post around the front post, front post around the front post, there we are. Then into the chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles. Two doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles, there we go. Get out your tangles. There we go. All right. Front post around the front post. Front post around the front post. Sometimes you have to sort of separate it from the rest of the work a little bit, pull it up a little. There we go. Got my front posts. And then at the very end here, that chain 1 space at the end, 2 doubles, chain 1, and double into the last double crochet stitch. Now remember, if you followed this, what I'm doing implicitly, it would be the second chain from the bottom. Because it was 3 chains equals a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So it'd be the second chain. If, however, if you did 4 chains initially, then it would be the third from the bottom. I hope that makes sense. So that is the end of row 3. See? Looking better already. Row 4. Okay, so row 4, we're going to do pretty much the same thing by starting off by chaining up 3, turning the work, and into this first chain 1 space, 3 doubles, there we are. Again, we're going to be dealing with these post stitches because we're on the wrong side. We're going to back post those 2 stitches. So yarn over, around the back, back post, and back post the next one. There we go. Then from here, going into the chain 3 space, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Three doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Okay, and then back post those 2 doubles in the middle there. Back post. And back post. Scooting right along to the next chain 3 space with 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Really? Oh dear. There we go. Not a big deal. Okay, so I've got 2. Need 1 more. chain 1, 3 more doubles. Okay. Back post, back post. There we go. And then, last but not least, into this last chain space at the end, going to do 3 doubles. Chain 1 and 1 double into the last double crochet. So again, that is the second chain from the bottom. And yeah, I know it's a little bit fiddly, but it does create a much cleaner edge if you actually go into that chain. At least I think so. If you want to, you could just go into the chain space, but I think this looks neater. All right, and so that is the end of row 4. Okay, row 5, things are going to change a little bit because our cozy shells, well, they are offset. They are staggered. So we're going to be starting this row with a chaining up of 1 and doing a single crochet stitch into that very first double that we have there. So single crochet into that first stitch, then proceeding right along, footloose and fancy free, to our post stitches. Front post, around the front post, there we are, and then going to do a chain 1, and in between there, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, front post around the front post. There we are. And then single crochet into the chain 1 space of our previous shell. Single right in there. There you go. Then front post around the front post. Chain 1, and then in between these 2 stitches, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, front post around the front post, there we are, single crochet in the chain 1 space, front post around the front post, chain 1, in between the 2 stitches, double, chain 1, double, there we are, chain 1, front post around the front post, and last but not least, single crochet into the last double. So that's the, again, that's the second chain from the bottom. There we go. And single crochet. Ta-da! There we are. Gorgeousness. All right, let's keep going. Okay, row 6. Row 6, we're going to be starting off with double crochets, so it's only a chaining up of 2. So 1 and 2, turn the work. Again, this is the wrong side. So around our post here, back post, we are. Okay, I will get it. There we go. See, I told you I'd get it. So I did the back post around the back post, and then scooting right along, going to do 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles into the V stitch that we did, that chain 1 space. So 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles, okay, back post around the back post, there we are, back post around the next back post, and then in the chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles. Back post around the back post. Back post around the next back post. In the chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles. Chain 3, 2 doubles, back post around the back post, and then, last but certainly not least, double crochet into the single crochet at the very end. And there you go. That's the end of row 6. We're getting there. Row 7. Okay, row 7. Again, we're going to start off by chaining up 2 and turn. Front post around the front post. Okay, and then scooting right along to the chain 3 space, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Three doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. There we go. Then front post around the front post. Front post around the next front post. And untangle your yarn as necessary. It never gets old. All right, sorry. Okay, and then again, going into the chain 3 space, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Three doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. front post around the next 2 front posts. In the chain 3 space, 3 doubles. Chain 1, 3 doubles. Front post around the front post. And double in the last double crochet stitch. Second chain from the bottom, and you are good to go. Except I didn't make it. Ha! There we go. And there you are. The end of row 7. Okay, row 8. Row 8, we're going to be going back to our doubles with chain 1 spaces. So start off by chaining up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work. Double into the very first stitch. Chain 1. And then back post around the back post. There we go. Single crochet into the chain 1 space. Back post around the back post. Chain 1. In between those 2 stitches, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, back post around the back post, there we go, single into the chain 1 space, back post around the next back post, chain 1, in between those 2 stitches, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, back post around the back post, single crochet into the chain 1 space, back post around the back post, chain 1, and then in the top of that last double, that second chain from the bottom, get in there, please, thank you, double, chain 1, double. So double, chain 1, and double. And there you go. Ta-da! All right, so this is where the repeat starts. It's rows 3 through 8. You can, of course, leave off whenever it is that you want to, but because I like spending time with you guys and being thorough, we are going to do a full repeat together of rows 3 through 8, the 6 rows. And of course, as always, timestamps are in the description box. That never changes. So let's scoot along with row 3. All right. So starting off with a chaining up of 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's going to count as a double and a chain 1 space. And into this first chain 1 space, 2 doubles. There we are. Then scooting right along with our 2 front posts here. So front post, around the front post, front post around the next front post, and then into the chain 1 space of our V, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles. Okay, that's 2 doubles, chain 3, and 2 more doubles. There we are. Front post around the next front post. Front post around the next front post. And then into the chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles. Chain 3. 2 doubles. Okay. Front post around the front post. Front post around the next. And into that chain 1 space at the end, 2 doubles. Chain 1 and double into the second chain from the bottom, and that is your last double. And there you go. That's row 3 for the repeat. Okay, row 4. Going to continue along with our chaining up of 3 at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, turn. Okay. Into that first chain 1 space, 3 doubles. Okay. Back post around the back post. Back post around the next back post. And then into the chain 3 space, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. Chain 1, there we go, 3 more doubles. Okay, back post around the next 2 back posts. There we are. Into the next chain 3 space, 3 doubles. Chain 1, 3 doubles. Back post around the next 2 back posts. There we are. And then in the chain 1 space at the very end, 3 doubles. Chain 1 and double in the second chain from the bottom for our last double. Perfect. All right, onwards and upwards to row 5. Okay, so now row 5 is the row where we're starting off with a chaining of 1 and a single crochet in that first double crochet stitch. So single right in there. And there you go. Then from here, going to do our front posts, but we need to create a new V. So around the front post, do a front post. There we are. And then chain 1 and create that V in between those 2 stitches. So I got my front post, a chaining of 1, then in between, double, chain 1, double, double, chain 1, and in between again, double, chain 1, and front post around the front post. There we go. Then single into the chain 1 space, and we do it all over again with a front post around the front post. Chain 1, in between those 2, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, front post around the front post. There we go, a new V. Single crochet into the chain 1 space, front post around the front post, chain 1, in between those 2, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, front post around the front post. And then last but not least, into the second chain from the bottom at the very, very end, single crochet. And there you go. That's the end of row 5. It's looking gorgeous. I love the sort of honeycomb-ish cellular effect. Love it. All right, let's keep going. Row 6. Well, row 6, we're starting off with just plain old double crochets. So chain up 2 and turn. Okay, and then going to do a back post, excusez-moi, back post around the back post. There we are, back post. Ha ha. Okay, and then into the V, in that chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles, there we go. And then back post around the next 2 back posts. Back post. And then back post. Sometimes you need to sort of scooch your work aside so they can actually see what it is that you're doing. And then into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles. One, 2, 3, 2 doubles. Okay, back post around the next back post. post around the next back post. Into the chain 1 space of the V, 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles. Got my 2, chain 3, 2 doubles. There we go. And then back post around the back post. And last but not least, double crochet into that single crochet at the very, very end. And there you go. Alrighty. Row 7. Again, starting off with just a chaining up of 2. 1 and 2 for our first double crochet. Then back front post. I keep messing myself up, excuse me. Front post around the front post. These are fronts. Front post around the front post. There we go. And then into the chain 3 space, 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. See, I got that right. Three doubles, here we are. Thank you very much. Chain 1, 3 more doubles. There we go. And then front post around the next 2 front posts. There we are. Then into that chain 3 space, 3 doubles. Chain 1, 3 doubles. Okay. Front post around the front posts. That's 1, and then 1 more. Okay. Into the next chain 3 space, 3 doubles. Chain 1, 3 doubles. Okay. Then front post around that front post. And last but not least, double crochet into the last double crochet. And there you go. That is the end of row 7. Okay, last but certainly not least, row 8. And we're going to be going back to our doubles with chain 1 spaces. So start off by chaining up 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn the work. And double into the first stitch. There we go. Chain 1 and back post around the back post. There we go. Then single crochet into the chain 1 space. Back post around the next back post. Chain 1. In between those 2 stitches, double, chain 1, double. Oops. Double. Thank you. Chain 1, double. chain 1, and back post around that back post. Single in the chain 1 space, back post around the next back post, chain 1, in between, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, back post around the next back post, single in the chain 1 space, back post around the next back post, chain 1, and then in the very last stitch, that second chain from the bottom, double, chain 1, double. And there you go, a thing of beauty. So yeah, all you have to do is just keep on repeating rows 3 through 8. And there you go. Absolutely love the squishy texture going on here. It's so pretty. I love it. Alrighty, my dears, so that is going to conclude today's tutorial on the Cozy Shell Stitch. I really hope that you liked it, and if you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below. You know that I appreciate your appreciation as always. Now, like I said before, it's just a matter of repeating rows 3 through 8 as long as you want to, and of course you could end on whichever row you want to. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that if you find that your piece is really curling, okay, because of the post stitches, what you can alternatively do, okay, instead of doing front and back post double crochet stitches, you could do front and back post treble crochet stitches. It'll give you just a little bit more leeway, a little bit more length if you want to do that. That is a possibility that is totally, possible. And of course, also, please let me know in the comments section, what are you going to do with this stitch? What sort of project? What sort of yarns? What sort of colors? Always curious about your creative journeys. And you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.